Hey you guys, Lacey and Steve from Duo Reacts. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching
Peaky Blinders.
Brand new series that we are starting thanks to Blair.
Kill again! Anyway, Peaky Blinders.
Was that you trying to have a British accent? Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. That was horrible.
That was very
I'll
horrible.
work on it.
I think mine was a little bit better than
Anyway, this is a brand new show, and I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. But
I don't know anything about it, so
apparently it's about a gang, I guess.
A gang?
A gang,
okay.
or whatever. And I think
Based on...
what Blair kind of said was they came back from the war, and I don't know. Beyond that, I'm gonna go in this.
Well, we're going in totally blind regardless. Okay, it's about a gang.
Well, it is Peaky Blinders.
I'm guessing based in the 40s then, or was it World War One?
I don't know.
I think I remember Blair saying it could have been World War One.
I'm thinking that.
So then that would not be in the 40s. Okay.
Yeah.
World War One. Gotcha. Okay. So yes, we are going into this completely blind. We don't know what to expect. It is a BBC show. And I've never seen any BBC show. BBC shows. BBB.
Are you glitched?
I'm glitching out, yeah.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Do you want aspirin? Are you stroking?
I'm having a small stroke.
Little mini Caesar.
Seizure. Yeah, okay. Peaky Blinders. Let's just watch, you guys.
This has been a very, very wild Thursday. So
it's been a weird day.
We're gonna hop into this. Let's jump in, honestly.
All
right. We'll talk at the end.
Yeah, because we don't know what to talk about right now because we don't know what to expect.
Don't know the characters. I've never even seen this guy that's up on the screen right now.
Well, I have seen that guy because he's the guy that's in 28 Days Later, the movie. I've seen him in 28 Days Later and the movie Red Eye, which we reacted to. So
he was in that?
Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah, let's do this. Let's get started with brand new show. Let's do it.
Let's get it on like Donkey Kong. Peaky Blinders.
Do your tits still have milk? Yeah, give me your baby. Are they running away from him?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't really look all that intimidating, but...
Yeah. If you can make people tremble like that, you're a badass mofo.
Apparently.
Sir, this is her. Girl who tells fortunes.
What the shit?
They're doing a magic spell. Make a winner race.
The horse's name's Monaghan Boy. Kempton, 3 o'clock, Monday.
Birmingham, England, 1919. So they're trying to fix the races, huh? With spells and magic.
A little bit of angel dust.
And a little bit of angel dust. See, these people aren't running away from him. This must be his side of town or something.
Finn?
Yeah. You just
Arthur's mad as hell.
burning something, are we?
You were seen doing the powder trick down at Garrison Courts.
Times are hard. People need a reason to lay a bet.
There was a Chinese.
The washerwomen say she's a witch and helps them believe.
We don't mess with Chinese.
Look at the book.
Chinese have cutters of their own.
I'm taking charge of dropping up new money.
What if Monaghan Boy wins? Tommy, you're fixing races now. Do you have permission from Billy Kimber to be fixing races? You think we can take on the Chinese and Billy Kimber? Billy's got a bloody army!
I think, Arthur, That's what I do. I think. So that you don't have to.
Oh.
I'm calling a family council tonight at 8 o'clock. I want all of us there. You hear me? There's trouble coming.
There's trouble coming.
Well, Billy Kimba. Remember that name.
Apparently, he needed to get permission from Billy Kimber to fix races. This must be like Mr. FBI agent or something that's like tasked with, well, it wouldn't be FBI, right?
Taking him downtown.
It must be the law.
While you scrape to find
Is this like a union organizer type thing, I think?
I'm feeling like it is. Ooh, he said on the house, Mr. Shelby, and he paid anyway.
Probably a tip.
Maybe a tip, yep.
Crown of a prince. Soon to be king, I'd bet. You don't bet. Something about a robbery? A robbery of national significance, I said. And on that list was your name and my name together. What kind of a list would have a name of a communist and a name of a bookmaker side by side? The only difference between you and me, Freddie, is that sometimes my horses stand a chance of winning.
Huh.
You know, there are days when I hear about the cuttings and beatings that I really wish I'd let you take that bullet in France.
Okay. Settle down. And this is the town schizophrenic, apparently.
Hey! Come here home. You're not in France.
Oh, just PTSD from the war.
Wow.
You did it again, Danny. You gotta stop doing this, man.
It's alright. Good. Mr. Shelby, I'm sorry. It's alright. Go on.
Maybe you should put a bullet in Danny Whizbang's head like they do with mad horses. Maybe you'll have to put a bullet in my head someday too.
Why do I feel like that's gonna happen? And
He wanted to jack him, didn't he?
he just suggested that he kill a person for having PTSD, and you know what I mean. Like it seems like Thomas, I think his name is.
Did you hear what he said?
What?
Bring Bill to the Peaky Blinders. We'll take care of it for the damage.
Recognise it.
Lacey?
Get out of your ass, you mum pink pig.
What the fuck did you do that for?
Finn was playing with this afternoon by the cut. We'll keep this between ourselves if you swear not to leave guns lying around.
Yeah, you deserve that, buddy.
That's pretty stupid, yeah.
To clean up the city, Ada. He's the chief inspector.
So that must be the dude on the train.
He's been clearing the IRA out of Belfast.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm telling you.
Animosity
So why are you
much?
sending him to Birmingham?
Nothing that's women's business.
This whole bloody enterprise was women's business while you boys were away at war. What's changed?
Oh.
We came back.
And your wickedness and your fornication will be revealed. You cannot hide from the Creator.
You must not fornicate.
He himself.
Oh, right in the streets? Is that how this?
Yeah.
Is that how we roll? We just do it right in the streets. Okay.
That is a lot of cleanup, buddy. Good luck.
We got fornication in the streets. That's a block party if I've ever seen one.
That's a block party.
50 semi-automatic rifles, 200 pistols with shells.
Jesus,
Wow.
Tommy. Tell me you threw them in the cut.
We put him in the stables out of the rain. The guns hadn't been greased yet.
Oh.
You have your mother's common sense, but your father's devilment. Let your mother win.
Let Mama win. It looks hot right there. It looks real hot.
Who's this?
I feel like I saw her in the meeting, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
I got tickets for the Penny Crush. They're showing it on Mixed Picture.
We're on the mood for the pictures tonight, Ada.
Well, I'm not doing it here again. I got covered in mud last time.
Let's just walk a bit.
If we go down as far as Greek,
Your brothers have friends in Greek.
I'm with you because you're the only man around here not scared of them.
Oh, I'm scared of them, alright.
But you love me more than you fear them, right?
It's their little
I
sister.
don't want to be
That's
always
what I'm
seeking
thinking.
out.
Uh-oh. Romeo and Juliet sort of situation.
I'll have a family meeting, go.
Information much?
Give me a kiss, Princess Ada.
Why do I feel like he's, like, just using her for information. Who dis? Who dis be?
The lady in green.
The lady in green. Very green. A lot of green. Too much green.
I'm here about the job as a barmaid.
Are you mad?
Am I what? I saw it in an advertisement.
Job's been filled.
It was in
Advertisement.
yesterday's paper.
What part of Ireland are you from?
Galway.
I was just thinking that
I
in my
worked in
head.
Dublin.
She sounds like she's Irish.
I wish I was in Kerry, in Ballygrand. I would swim
The old spittoons.
Ooh, and she getting it all over her hands.
My singing made them cry and stop them fighting.
Well, I hope you know a lot of songs.
Well, it looks like you got the job, apparently.
Babies discarded with the fish bones and eggshells. Girls, 11 years old, pierced and punctured by old men with threepence of time, rotted upon like animals. Degradation. Fathers with their daughters, brothers and sisters sharing beds. Beggars and thieves left to run on the streets. Astride the whole stinking pile of wounds and rotten flesh. Your masters, the men who you touch your cap to. The Peaky blinders who blind those at sea, cut out the tongues of those who talk. You are worse than them. Those of you who've taken their bribes these years since the war. It is my job to decapitate each one, and by God, I will do it.
How,
I don't trust
but how long did
any
you
of
practice
you.
this speech? Because it's really
I tell
good.
you, earn my trust. These are the new men who will bolster your ranks. Good men
Handpicked
from
men.
God-fearing families. They will be sworn in and in uniform, and by sunrise tomorrow, they will be on the streets.
Replacing you sons of bitches.
God
Apparently.
help those who stand in our way.
He had practiced that speech for days before.
He's
I mean, it
seems
was
focused.
very focused, yes.
I want a blowjob off both of you before they let the ordinary people in. There you go.
Oh.
Like you had.
They don't care that who you are.
Jesus.
Apparently. These
No blowjob for that guy.
These are the new cops in town, apparently. Not taking yo shit, I guess.
Arthur Shelby, lead pack dog of the Peaky blinders.
You look like you're in some pain, Arthur.
This shit's about to get good.
He's
real.
Yeah. Okay. We didn't have to make this creepy, did we?
No, he's showing his dominance.
He's showing his
Yeah.
dominance, yeah.
Which is fucking awesome.
I want you to see this as me introducing myself to you.
Oh.
Understand?
Quite
Hello,
the
world.
introduction.
What do you know about the robbery?
I swear to God, I don't know what you're talking about. What fucking robbery?
Oh, I don't think... Ooh.
Shit.
That was a broken finger, yeah. But I don't think he even knows, though, because I think it was just his brother that knew, right?
I can tell just by snuffing the air whether or not you're lying.
I'm not fucking lying.
I don't think he is lying. I feel like he doesn't know about it.
I know. I see nothing of interest behind the blood in your eyes. And no blood in your veins I could carry. Even a trace of calling our guy.
You certainly have a way with words.
That is well within my power to have you and the rest of your scum family face down in the canal before the year is out. On the other hand, we can help each other.
Oh, is that what you're here to do, is help each other?
Harry said it's on the house.
Are you home?
Well, that's a question.
As if you're not in the wrong place.
She's like, excuse you?
He's the family warning about.
If I say something's on the house, then say nothing to whoever you're serving. If they decide that they want you, then there's nothing anybody could do about it. Look at you since he got back from France. Tommy doesn't want anybody at all.
What the fuck is wrong with him lately?
If I knew, I'd buy the cures from Compton's chemists.
Over from the country where they do things big. The boy I love is up in the gallery, is looking at me. Can't you see him standing there, waving his handkerchief?
It got real awkward real quick. Although I'm already seeing a love interest.
Yeah.
Come on. He hasn't been or hasn't wanted anybody since he came back from the war.
Okay, this is
sister and this
the
guy,
user.
the
I'm
communist.
telling
I'm thinking
you.
he's using her, yeah. We'll see how many more questions he asks about.
So
So
you
you're
have his
officer, yeah.
ass beat. Yep.
Yep, immediately.
Kind of a deal this new cover offered him.
Yep.
Second job over empty, it's back onto politics.
Yep. Agendas. Not sure what's happening here.
Not a clue.
Some sort of drug, I'm assuming? Must be some kind of drug. But what kind of drug, I don't know.
Maybe an opiate.
Maybe
heroin.
Possibly an opium, yeah, I'm thinking.
Well, that's the schizo guy, or the PTSD.
Okay, so maybe this is why he's real easy on PTSD guy, because I think he might have a little bit of PTSD from the war. They coming to get you, Tommy. Coming to get you.
Yep.
Yep. Perceived threat.
And
yep.
he just
And
stabbed
he
him.
just stabbed him. That's not good.
Even though that dude slung the blade on him.
Yeah, he should. Like, why? I'm sure you know him by now, right? Like, this doesn't seem like a super big place. Seems like everybody knows him by now.
May I say what a great honor it is to meet you?
Bit of a
Oh,
whistle
Mr.
stop
Churchill.
tour.
That's a very young Churchill.
By the way,
Yeah.
Okay.
I changed my mind. You what?
Oh.
I have an alternative strategy.
You lost your fucking mind. You
Apparently.
don't see the streets.
Fortune drops something valuable into your lap, you don't just dump it on the back of the cut.
Your blood, Tommy. I've always looked out for you like a dad. You're going to bring holy hell down on your head.
Tommy ain't playing no games.
Yeah,
He's got. Well, it seems to me like he's got some sort of plan, but going against what I think everybody else wanted him to do. I think they all said get rid of him.
yeah, just
All of them. Like, we don't need
he's
this
like-
drama.
I am, sir.
Oh,
First impressions.
so you're not just a barmaid from Ireland.
It strikes me that it isn't Arthur who heads the Shelby family. It's the younger one, Thomas. They say he won
Kinda
2
seems
medals
that
for
way.
gallantry in the war.
You sound fascinated.
My opinion has not changed. The bookmaker gangs have other business, and the communists are too weak to have planned this. I believe the guns were taken by the IRA.
You must not let your personal history cloud your judgment.
What history? That the IRA murdered my father will not affect my judgment.
If you see any guns, check the serial numbers against that list. Your father was the finest officer I ever worked with. I know he'd be very, very proud of you.
Well, okay, plot twist.
I didn't see that.
I mean, it kind of makes sense
She's
though.
working undercover
She
in the
showed
place.
up at the same time that they all showed up. It does make
Before.
sense. Well, right before
Sent her in.
they sent her in, little spy girl.
Only as you know, the man you killed was Italian. Those
Oh.
2 men over there are his brothers.
They need vindication. Is this what's happening?
So to stop a war breaking out between us and the Italians, to
What?
save you from their barbarity,
You have to do it, don't you?
I said I would dispatch you myself. They're here to witness.
I'm very honest with him about it. Okay.
He shook his head like,
He's like, I know you gotta do what you gotta do,
I died
bro.
over there and then he went to me. I left my fucking brains in the mud.
You have any last requests, comrade?
You look out for my Rosie and my boys. See, they get apprenticeships at the BSA factory or the Austin, and they'll make foremen. I know they will. Just ordinary men. And they won't get told to do this shit. The shit that we got told to do.
Yeah, he's not happy about having to do this.
No, he's not. Because that could be him.
Yeah.
How's he want to pay now?
Because he knows what he's going through.
I feel bad for him.
Is that both for me?
We have to get your body out of the city, Danny.
Oh.
This new copper, you know.
No, bury me anywhere there's mud. Okay, promise me. Bury me on a hill. And tell Rosie where.
He's accepting his death very easily. Like, he's like, all right,
You're a
cool.
good man. You're a good soldier.
Yes, Sergeant Major.
Sergeant Major, huh?
In the bleak midwinter.
Are you gonna do it? Wow.
This guy just...
He's just, yep. Everyday occurrence for me.
So he's kind of like the guy who drives the
He's the
hearse.
he's the cleaner.
Bad boy. Bloody one! Yeah, big one.
His horse one.
Yeah.
And word will spread. So the next time we do the powder trick, it won't be just a garrison. They'll bet on the horse. And you know what? The horse will win again. And the third time we do it, we'll have the whole of Birmingham betting on it. 1,000 quid bet on the magic horse. And that time, when we are ready, the horse will lose.
No. Bigger plan.
Setting.
Bigger picture here, Arthur. So he didn't kill him?
You okay, Daddy?
I'm still in shock. Are you sure this isn't heaven?
If it was heaven, what would I be doing here? Tommy wanted you to think it was real. Try and knock some sense into you.
So where are you attacking me?
London. Tommy has a little job for you. Give you a chance to say thanks.
Oh, okay.
You're Peaky Blinder, lad, Daddy.
Yes, you are. You're alive by the skin of your teeth, bro.
Did you do the right thing?
Yes, I did the right thing.
It's just not what you think the right thing is, apparently.
He's sending, oh boy, to do something in London.
To probably acquire buyers, maybe. I mean, that's what I'm assuming.
Huh.
Is he gonna look back? You gonna look back? No? Nope. Okay.
This fucking guy.
Episode 1 in the books.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
No, I don't think it was what I was expecting it to be. I don't know what I was expecting it to be, but it wasn't that. I enjoyed the first episode.
I did too.
It was very intriguing. It's, we're getting to know different characters. I don't know many of the characters' names yet other than Thomas, Arthur, and I think that's it.
Arthur just seems like, kind of going through it. Arthur seems more like loud.
He's the older brother who thinks that I think that he, just assumes that he's the boss guy. He's in charge. He's running everything. But I don't think maybe he doesn't have the brains for it. Maybe he doesn't have they kept calling him a brute and stuff like that. So I'm assuming that maybe Tommy's better at, like we saw here, maybe thinking of the bigger picture, not thinking about the here and now, but what's going to benefit us long term. Yeah. Whereas maybe Arthur is more lives in the moment, more, short-term gratifications, stuff like that. So I'm getting a little bit from this.
He's definitely not telling him everything.
No, definitely not. And he's keeping this little plan from everybody, it would appear. He hasn't told anybody.
He just does things his way. And it seemed, that was well thought out.
Yeah.
That's some Gus Fring shit.
That's definitely, I definitely thought that he killed him just there.
Oh, when he popped out of the cab or whatever in that tunnel, I was like, what the shit? And then it makes sense that whatever's happening, why he's sending old boy to London. I can't remember his name right now.
PTSD kid. I don't know what his name is.
I believe they said it, and gosh dang it.
I think they did.
Right there.
They did say it, but I can't remember what it was.
But he's being sent to London somehow.
For something important.
very important.
Because this is, like he said, this is maybe now this is your way of saying thank you to Tommy, basically. So whatever it is, it must be something pretty, and it's also to keep him alive. You know, I could tell that Tommy didn't want to do it because he relates to him. He knows what he's going through. So he didn't want to do it. So he just wanted to make the Italians think that he did it. So
which they did.
They did. But he's still useful. He could still be useful to Tommy in some way. So now what that is, I'm assuming has something to do with the guns in some way. Maybe try and find buyers.
But he can never go back to Birmingham.
Won't, that's what I'm saying. He won't be able to go back to Birmingham
ever.
now. But he's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. But I do like the cop as well. I do like him.
And I think Campbell? Was it Campbell?
Campbell, yeah.
Okay.
No.
I'm assuming.
I was so into the situation anyway. The cop
definitely has a way with words. He's definitely
methodical.
He practices those speeches every night before he goes to bed, and he definitely has a presence about him.
He brought in some kick-ass help.
He's on a mission. He's focused. He has a goal, and he's gonna accomplish it no matter what. He's got his little sidekick. I don't know her name yet, but she's from Ireland, and the IRA killed her dad.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a bone to pick with the IRA apparently. But yeah, she's undercover, which
kind of shocked me.
It shocked me. I wasn't expecting that, but it makes sense. Makes total sense to have somebody that the Peaky Blinders are not going to feel threatened by in the slightest. A barmaid, from Ireland, they're not going to be intimidated. They're going to be more talkative around her,
It's a great decoy.
Yes, great decoy.
And the other thing
that makes me worry for her, though.
The sister with the union guy.
Yes, the sister. Again, I don't know. I can't remember her name. I think it was Ada or something like that. Yeah, she's sneaking behind everybody's backs and hooking up with the communist union dude. I don't know.
Pretty sure.
I don't know his name either.
I'm pretty sure Thomas is.
I'm pretty sure they're going to find out, and when they do, there's going to be hell to pay, because it seems like I feel like they were in war together, and one of them saved each other's lives or something based on what the conversation that I heard. So they have a respect for each other for that, but other than that, I think they're very.
This guy has big dreams. The communist. Whatever.
He wants to be something more than he is, for sure.
Yes.
You can see that ambition. That's why I'm feeling like he's using her
for sure.
For information to maybe
absolutely
to benefit himself in some way. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the first episode.
Music in it was good.
I enjoyed the music. Yep.
It was very. How do I say this? Way different than every show we've watched.
Way different.
Way different. Way different.
Way different.
It almost has, that thing that I kind of like, kind of the gang.
Steve
ranks,
definitely likes
I do.
gang type movies, or like like Scarface type movies, or American Gangster, any sort of gangster type movies Steve likes, and this definitely has that feel about it. So I can tell you're definitely going to like this show.
I think I'm going to like Thomas a lot.
I think you're going to like Tommy.
A lot.
I already kind of like Tommy based on the fact that, well, number one, we're meant to like him, right? He's the main character.
Oh, are we though?
Are we? I don't know, but at least somewhat. I feel like he's logical about things.
Well, the one thing I can tell you is a lot of times when, I don't know if it's this way elsewhere, but sometimes the villains in America, such as the villains, Bonnie and Clyde, or Al Capone. I could go on and on. I just don't have things falling out of my head right now, but those are people that people you make them hero. They may have killed people and done awful things.
People still sometimes idolize those types of people that may be murderers or maybe villains. But just like with anybody else, there's good and bad in people.
There's still places up in Chicago, in Joliet, and other places that have restaurants where Al Capone went, and because Al Capone has been there, people go there to eat. And they're fantastic restaurants. I mean, and they have, you can go places and to the same places where these villains that were heroes
because they
they
get that, that infamous sort of, like they're infamous. So people want to, it's like it becomes an experience for people, I think, in that respect. I think that, sometimes villains are idolized, and this may end up being that sort of situation to where there's things about this character that we're seeing that we like immediately.
Yeah.
Right? We agree on that. But that doesn't mean that he's not capable of horrible things either. So we have to keep that in mind while we're watching.
His end game is to dominate and whatever, but on the opposite side, I'm sure we're going to see the good in him, like
that's what I'm getting from it too, that he's not black and white. He's a gray character.
But it's so crazy to me. It is crazy to me to think that we can absolutely adore a villain and they do horrendous shit. You know what I mean? But they do good stuff too. It's kind of like the Negan thing.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the Negan thing. Like we hated his character when we first met him, but people aren't black and white. It's like there's good and evil in everybody. Even the best people sometimes can be capable of evil things, and even the most evil people can be capable of very great things. So it's like, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
I just wanted to bring that up. It wasn't anything about this show. It was just in general.
It's in general that's the mentality I'm using going into watching this show. I know he's a gangster. I know he's probably going to do horrible things, but I'm giving you my first impression of him right now. He seems like he thinks things through. He's logical. He doesn't kill just to kill. That's what I'm getting. Like, otherwise he could have just killed PTSD dude, right? Because he was causing a disruption.
I think he felt that sparing his life was an asset. He becomes an asset to him.
He becomes an asset to him, and I think he had that respect for him because he was in war with him. So it's like, I think it's a multifaceted sort of situation with that particular situation. But we'll see going forward. Is he going to always be like that? Is he always going to use his head rather than, oh, well, you're caught, you fucked up.
I'm really interested in seeing more of this to see if he can stay, steps ahead.
Right.
Obviously, this cop is here to bring him down.
And he's got a team.
Yeah. So there's a lot more of this.
Well, to bring down not just him, but
I'm shocked
all of them.
That he didn't take any steps after Arthur.
He's biding his time,
I know,
probably.
But what I'm saying is they did some crazy stuff to Arthur. I mean, Arthur is just going in to watch a movie.
That's it. Just watch a movie.
Just to watch a movie, and they drag him out, beat the shit out of him. I mean,
I feel like if it was just like the regular coppers, right? Like, that wouldn't have. That would not have flew, right?
No.
Like
he could have done whatever he wanted in that movie theater.
He could have been the only one in there with his posse of women, and like nobody, like he wouldn't have. Nobody else is allowed, and they would have had to be okay with it. Mm-hmm. But because new guys here, Campbell, I think, no.
Yeah.
This is something they're not used to.
Well, he's not going to trust any of the cops that are on the beat right now.
He can't now. He can't because he won't know.
And he wants them to prove themselves, or they're done. And basically, he's not even considering them. He's using his guys, And if other people fall
yeah,
in line,
and that's why I was saying when his brother was like, well, why don't we work with them? Like, why not? And I'm like, I can see what Tommy was thinking in his head, like,
yeah,
no. How about no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him thinking, like, are you a freaking idiot?
You could see the wheels turning.
Yeah, you could see the wheels turning, yeah. But
he has a very stoic look to him. I
very
really like
stoic
it.
look. I like this actor. I've seen him in a couple movies before. I like him, so I enjoyed the first episode.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. Please leave a like on this video. Leave your comments and questions down below. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Share the video and squish that bell. And we hope you guys all have an amazing and awesome day.
Hope amazing happens to you. Until next time, peace out.